looks like Prince Harry's time as a senior member of the British monarchy could truly be over if it's down to one particular person. But who is it and why? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. This is a big breaking story coming out of London today, let me tell you. It really all centres on the fact that where we're at now, right now with the monarchy as we know, Our Gracious Majesty the Queen is currently recovering from mild symptoms of COVID-19 out at Windsor. She had to cancel certain things earlier this week. Not great, obviously for her, bit of a stalwart, doesn't like to cancel anything. But now people are turning their attention as to who would be stepping in should she be incapacitated in the future. And this has raised a lot of questions, and I know we've spoken about this on the show before about his title, particularly Prince Harry, and where it goes from here. The public feeling over here is simply this, that people just want him to remove his title, to go and live a quiet life, as he basically said way back at the start of all of this Megxit, you know. Firstly to Canada, there was rumours of Africa, and then of course he's gone over to California. I think what really irks people is the fact that both he and Meghan seemingly always want to be introduced, or at least underpinned, as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And people feel, well, you're not here, you're not representing the company, and you've clearly made your feelings very vocal on those particular issues while being over in America. Why then should you become a Councillor of State? The bigger problem now is, of course, that the Councillor of State still retains with the former royal known as His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, and that's really where the bigger problem lies. But here is where the next issue is coming. A parliamentary paper basically states that while Prince Andrew should retain his Councillor of State role, Prince Harry shouldn't. This is not really being slighted or anything, they're just looking at the fact that he's not here in England, you know. Why would on earth would anybody call upon him all those miles away? And it does make perfect sense. It's a very difficult situation for Her Majesty the Queen and of course senior members of the British monarchy around her. Now, you know, right now this is really hotting up, and this could be a massive bone of contention because the MPs are very powerful, and right now you've got to understand, as we all know around the world, lots of people are suffering, you know, monetary value as it were, and the monarchy is paid for by the state in part. So if the MPs, particularly the anti-monarchist MPs, decide to rev this up, this could be very difficult, and the way to appease those people would be to remove someone like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to quell the storm, as it were. This is very difficult, of course, for our 95-year-old monarch. She doesn't really want to rock the boat. And let's not forget, a lot of people felt very similar to when the titles of Her Royal Highness were stripped from the late Princess Diana. Echoes of that, trust me. But moving forward, as I say, this particular story is gathering pace. And for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I don't really believe it would make much difference to their brand, as people say. But what it would do is basically coat real ties back to the British monarchy. And right now, that truly is their selling point. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.